Hello students, today we are going to learn about writing skills in English language children. Learning a variety of tricks to improve writing skills isn't as difficult as you may think children. I have put together a list of steps to help you make dramatic improvements in the quality of your writing in short order children. See, becoming a better writer takes practice, and you are already practicing. No, seriously, you write a lot. Even if you don't think of yourself as a writer, you put your thoughts into text more often than you realize, children. At the very least, you write emails, a lot of emails, post on social media, make updates to your resume, and message your friends if your job requires it. You also create things like reports, presentations, newsletters. It's a long list, children. So, you are already writing. Now, to improve writing is just a matter of becoming conscious of the things you can do to give your text more structure and make your copy crisp and readable with a conversational style, children. Writing skill is known as very important aspect of communication. Understood? Effective writing, good writing, creative writing, artistic writing, etc. Show your writing ability in a very systematic way. Your writing is the mirror of your personality as well as it reveals your linguistic capability. Use of correct grammar, spelling accuracy, punctuation, handwriting, etc. are some important traits of writing skills. How to improve writing skills? The writing skill not only influence the quality of workplace but also improve our sense of accuracy in our daily life. Our writing skills surely proves our ability and efficiency. Here are some important ways to improve writing skills, children. First, you jot down all these important bullet points. Then some more light I'll throw on the topic, children. The very first is practice writing every day with full of enthusiasm and interest. Choose writing material which you like most. Concentrate your handwriting. Be careful regarding the sizes of letters. Write studiously. Always find meanings and explanations with the help of dictionary. Write freely whatever you think, whatever you like. Practice words first, then sentences and paragraphs. The step by step you have to go. Always outline and edit your writing. Compare your writings with others for better improvement. Eliminate unnecessary words from your writing material. Study all kinds of digital online material regarding improvement in writing. Develop your own writing style. Always think how different it is from others. Think about the purpose of writing before you start to write. Always make your writing more conversational. Read before writing. You will surely be a better writer. Use simple words and convey the message easily. Be careful regarding spelling and grammar. It's better to write with writing partner with proper coordination. Set up your writing schedule for systematic implementation. These were few points. Apart from this, give your writing a structure, children. This is very important to get explained. Few are the difficult things which I'll explain you right now, and few were the easier. So you just jot down the points. Understood, children? And then implement in your practicing when you are practicing the writing skills. It's fine to rattle off a stream of consciousness when you're writing in your journal, children. But if you actually want to communicate with others, you'll need to bring some order to those rambling thoughts. Now, you have to make sure you're clear on the concepts you're writing about. Albert Einstein said, if you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it to yourself. Before you start writing, take a moment to mentally explain the concept to the 6-year-old who lives inside your head. We all have one, don't we? If your writing goal is to achieve a specific result, ask yourself what that result should be. Before you dive into writing, have a clear purpose, then stick to it. Understood? If the message is complex, you have to outline it, children. Now, what is this all about? It doesn't take much thought organizing to compose the average text message. But if you are writing something more complex with multiple angles, questions, or requests, get all that stuff sorted before you sit down to write, children. This is, we call it as outlining. Making an outline or even just some quick notes about the topic you want to cover can save your time answering, clarifying questions later. And speaking of questions, then you have to anticipate your reader's question, children. Improving writing involves putting yourself in your reader's shoes. Do they have enough context to understand what you have written for them? If not, fill in the blanks. But don't over explain everything. This is very important. People don't like such person who speaks a lot. In fact, if you want to become a very good communicator, you should know how to be a patient listener. Understood? The patient listener is the one who is the best communicator in the eyes of society. So don't go on explaining everything in detail again and again. Once you have explained, well and good. Understood? Twice for their better understanding. But don't go in detail again and again. This will give you respect in the eyes of others if you are very brief enough in your context. So if you have taken the time to organize your thoughts in advance, you should be able to keep things simple. The idea is to give readers just enough to understand what you are communicating without overwhelming them with trivial details. If you find yourself getting in the weeds with more detail than you need, look at each piece of information and ask whether it's essential to help your reader understand your message. If not, get rid of it. Then tighten your writing, children. We sometimes write like we talk. You're getting my point? Don't do like that. It keeps our writing conversational. More on that in a moment, but rambling, wordy writing makes your text hard to read, and it can make you sound as though you lack conviction. Start practicing these tips to improve your writing skills. Go easy on the prepositional phrases. This is very important technique, children. When I was a neophyte writer, someone showed me how prepositional phrases made my writing unnecessarily wordy and complex. It was an epiphany. Prepositions aren't difficult to understand, but the concept does require more explanation. Get smart about prepositions here and then try to simplify them whenever it makes sense. Your writing will get a much needed clarity boost. Then eliminate the filler words and phrases. Some words show up in our writing all the time, and yet they don't contribute much of anything, children. Although these filler words and phrases sometimes add color or even meaning, most of the time they contribute nothing but clutter. Here are 31 of them you can eliminate right now. Then don't pad weak words with adverbs. Understood? Adverbs are those words that often end in ly, modify verbs and sometimes adjectives too. They are okay once in a while, but when you find yourself using them all the time, you are probably making weak word choices. Instead of ran really fast, write sprinted was something extremely funny. It was hilarious. The scenery may have been very beautiful, but your writing's going to shine if you refer to as gorgeous, lush, verdant, or bucolic. Understood? Make your writing more conversational. Stick with simple words, children. This is eliminate unnecessary words from your writing material. Best-selling author John Grisham said, there are 3 types of words we know. Words we know, words we should know, words nobody knows. Forget those in the 3rd category and use restraint with those in the 2nd. There's a difference between having a rich vocabulary and dropping $1,000,000 words into your writing just to show off. Unless it's your intent to be poetic, keep your language simple and direct. Use contractions. English speakers use contractions. You are, I am, were, there, can't, didn't. Your writing will sound stiff and formal without them. Try transcribing yourself, children. Record yourself talking. You can learn a lot about conversational writing using this one weird trick. Try transcribing a conversation you have recorded, with the other person's permission, of course. Transcribe a couple of minutes of the conversation word for word. Then fix or remove any false starts and remove filler. You have got yourself some conversational writing. The process of transcribing and editing will help you learn what to do and what not to do. Throw away the grammar rule book within reasons. We, the Grammarly team, give you permission to start sentences with conjunctions and see what we did there. Unless you are writing something formal, we are perfectly okay with you ending some sentences with prepositions. Write naturally, human, it's all good. Keep your sentences simple. How to keep your sentences simple, children? Literary greets can write long, complex sentences with flair. Why not you? Well, for starters, you're probably not trying to write like Nabokov or Faulkner or short. Less complicated sentences are easier to read. Keep it simple, silly, but do vary your sentences' length so your writing has a nice flow. Read it out loud. Speaking of flow, Reading your writing aloud can help you determine whether it flows smoothly, if it sounds choppy and clipped. Add a few longer sentences to break up that steady, monotonous beat. If you find yourself stumbling over parts, you have probably found an overly complex sentence that needs rewriting. I always recommend reading your work out loud because it works, children. Then you infuse your personality into your writing. Letting your personality shine through is the best way to develop a writing style. Use the phrases and slang that you would normally use within reason when it's appropriate. Throw in a relevant personal anecdote in all but the most formal or professional writing setting. Be yourself when you write. Practice, practice, practice. The ultimate way to improve writing is to learn what weakens it in the first place, and then set your mind to fixing and eventually preventing the glitches. The more you write, edit, and proofread, the better you get at it. Understood? These were some tips to improve your writing skills in English language, children. Hopefully, you must have understood the topic. In the next lecture, we'll try to throw some light on listening skills of English language, inshallah. Thank you.